All right, Shalom. Shalom, giving all praise, glory, and honors unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the 144,000, rest of the hopeful elect out there. This is your brother, the Preacher Zion, one from GMS Atlanta. Back with another edifying video. And I have a few articles here. The increase in the amount of nations that are seeing protest and civil unrest is constantly increasing, and it's gonna lead to pretty much, more turmoil around the world. So this first article here is from the Times of India, and it says Ireland faces unprecedented civil unrest as anti-migrant sentiment boils over. So now this is in Ireland. It says Ireland is experiencing unprecedented civil unrest due to anti-migrant sentiment following a 300% surge in immigration applications over 5 years. Dublin has witnessed severe disturbances with incidents of violence involving public transport, street confrontations, and residential disturbances. Civilian patrols have emerged in the capital, whereas police forces employ riot control measures against protesters, the Daily Mail reported. The CSO reports that 150,000 individuals relocated to Ireland in 2023-24, marking the highest influx in 17 years. Of these, merely 30,000 were returning Irish nationals. The majority settled in central Dublin's disadvantaged areas or small provincial localities. The country currently accommodates nearly 33,000 international protection applicants, increased from over 7,000 in 2017. So it's getting to the point that these nations are feeling the fire. It says Ireland is at war. Anti-immigration protests leads to violence in capital. And I'm just jumping around. Anti-immigration demonstrations caused severe unrest in Dublin, with protesters hurling petrol bombs, burning vehicles, and setting ablaze a paint factory intended to house 550 asylum seekers. At the former Crown's Paints facility in Coolock, hundreds clashed with Gardaí as violence erupted throughout the day. Anti-immigration demonstrators established a temporary encampment with photographs showing burning machinery, including a digger. I'm going to jump here. It says the previous November, prominent figures, including MMA personality Conor McGregor, intensified tensions on social media before public demonstrations erupted over unverified claims that an Algerian migrant had attacked 3 children near a kindergarten. McGregor stated Ireland is at war. Approximately 500 individuals initiated an anti-migrant disturbance, congregating near notable city landmarks, displaying flags and holding placards stating Irish Lives Matter. So there's your influence of the woman that rides upon the beast, Babylon the Great, America, the U.S. So Ireland is dealing with anti-immigrant protests. They don't want these foreigners coming over there pretty much. And that's just one country. Now the next one here is Serbia. It says the protests in Serbia are historic. The world shouldn't ignore them. Amid democratic backsliding across Europe, Serbian protesters have shown the way to reimagining democracy and governance. So this is out of Serbia. It says for 4 months now, Serbia has been gripped by a precedented protest. See, unless you're tied into the scriptures and the prophecies and you have a macro perspective when it comes to news, then you'll never know this was happening. But, you got to look at the world from a global point to understand prophecy, the prophecies and the scriptures. You got to watch everything. Okay. It says the upheaval was sparked by the collapse of a roof at a nearly renovated train station in Serbia's second biggest city, Novi Sad, which killed 15 people and quickly injured 2 on November 1st. So this goes back to last year. Despite various strategies by the government to try to suppress the demonstrations, they have only gained momentum. Universities have occupied and large demonstrations and strikes. It says universities have been occupied, so college campuses, and large demonstrations and strikes have been held across the country. It says foreign observers and the international media have either ignored this mass mobilization, like I said, this isn't in the news over here in the West, in the U.S., or reduced it to anti-corruption protests. Russia and China have stood by President Alexander Vucic and his ruling Serbian Progressive Party, while the U.S. and the European Union, which usually front their democracy promotion credential, have expressed no support for the protests. So this society is crumbling. Whether it's especially over there in the EU, the 10 toes, pursuing the Daniel the second chapter. Things are heating up. Okay, let me get a scripture. All right, let's go to what is this? Luke 21. Luke the 21st chapter. Okay, but I want to get it in the AMP Bible, in the Amplified Scriptures. So this is Luke 21. Luke 21. Because it mentioned civil unrest. So this is Luke 21:9. Right? So this is one of the signs that Yahweh Shai spoke of that will happen before the end of this current system, this current world. It says, when you hear of wars and disturbances, civil unrest, revolts, uprisings, do not panic, for these things must take place first, but the end will not come immediately. So we're seeing these things take place first. We're seeing the protests, the riots, the uprisings, civil unrest. All these things are taking place not because of what is happening, all right, but it's happening because of prophecy, okay? It's just being played out based upon what the government is doing in these countries and their specific reasons, okay? They're protesting, I believe, also in Greece as well. Before I get that, let me, okay, now this is out of Chile. State of emergency declared after blackout plunges most of Chile into darkness. Okay. It says Chile's president has declared a state of emergency after an electricity blackout plunged most of the country into darkness on Tuesday, including the capital, Santiago. The outage in the middle of Chile's summer, right, because we're in winter and they're in the southern hemisphere, when temperatures in Santiago are around 30 degrees, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius, has affected some 8 million homes, President Gabriel Boric said in an address, CNN, said in an address to the nation on Tuesday evening. So this is perplexity. And I'm going to get that scriptures too, because it says, I'm going to get that verse in the same book, same chapter. These nations are experiencing perplexity, which let me see what it is in the AMP version. Yep. So this is Luke chapter 21 and 25, same book, same chapter. All right. It says there will be signs attesting miracles in the sun and moon and stars, which we just came out of a planetary alignment. All right. All 7 planets were able to be seen lined up in the sky here from Earth during the new moon. Right. So you just had the new moon. Okay. It says, and on the earth, there will be distress and anguish among nations, and in perplexity, all right, at the roaring and tossing of the sea and the waves, people fainting from fear and expectation of the dreadful things coming on the world, for the very powers of the heavens shall be shaken, will be shaken. So we're in the time of these prophecies coming to pass, okay? All right. Let's see here. LA City. Okay, that's something else. So I mentioned Greece, right? Greece protests. I think there's some current news on that. Let me get it. Right, here we go. Right. Out of Reuters, clashes erupt in Greece as hundreds of thousands protest deadly train crash. Raging Greece as second anniversary of train disaster prompts mass protests. This is the Guardian. A day ago. Here we go. 4 hours ago. Protesters clashed with police over deadly 2023 train crash in Athens, Greece. So it's happening. It's happening. Scriptures, the Holy Bible, the Holy Scriptures do not lie, all right? We're watching for these things to take place, and we're going into the Scriptures to make sense of what's happening in the world today, okay? That's all we're doing. So Luke 21:27. Then, because, we're coming to the time of the end, all right? Then they will see the Son of Man, which is Yahushua, coming in a cloud with transcendent, overwhelming power. Right, he's coming back with the angels and a giant chariot, subduing the nations and with great glory. All right, so Yahushua is coming back soon. So with that, I'm going to close it out. Hope this lesson was edifying. With that, I'll say shalom. All right. So Yahushua is coming back soon. All right. With that, I'll say shalom.